Hello there guys, and welcome to another one of my real life range tests. Today we are going to drive the new BMW iX xDrive40 and see just what kind of range it has in real life conditions, more so in winter, cold weather conditions with winter tires. So let's take a look at the car real quick. There you have it. This is the BMW iX xDrive40. It's dressed up real nice in this adventure in red color. It has the M Sport package and the golden accents on the sides. Looks really good, and I actually cannot complain about anything. What you just saw was the car unlocking and unlocking itself because I approached it, and it does that automatically thanks to a new system. So in terms of specs, this has two electric motors, so it's all-wheel drive. That's why the name is xDrive40, and it can deliver up to 326 horsepower and 630 newton meters of torque. However, on this version you only get the smaller battery. You only get the 71 kilowatt hour battery, and that affects the range compared to its brother, the iX50. According to BMW, it should have a range of about 375 kilometers, according to the WLTP tests, but we are going to see that for ourselves. I should mention that we have the big 21-inch wheels on it, and they are wrapped in winter tires. They are the best tires around, Michelin Pilot Alpine 5 SUV, but that will surely take a toll on the range of this car. Furthermore, outside we have about 2 degrees Celsius right now, so that's going to play a huge part too. This is the interior, all dressed up to the nines. It is a fully optioned car. We have the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, everything you could possibly wish for, but I will talk about that in my full review of the car. For now, let's start it up and take a look at the battery state and energy consumption. So right now the battery is at 76%. I drove it for 2 days already. So this is the energy consumption level after recharging and after 52 kilometers, but it has been a mixed driving style. So what we're gonna do is we are going to reset individual, and now we're gonna cover 100 kilometers around town with this car to see just what kind of range we get and energy consumption as well. As per the usual, I will drive this car around town for 100 kilometers at the very least. I'm gonna take breaks, let it cool off, heat up again, and so on. I'm gonna try and replicate a real life use case. I'm gonna keep the temperature inside at 22 degrees Celsius as usual. I'm not gonna use eco mode or anything like that. I'm gonna use comfort mode, and we'll see what we get. Considering the exterior temperature is right now 1 degree and it's gonna get colder as I'm testing it, I'm not expecting to get 375 kilometers of range out of it, more along the 200 kilometers range figure, but we'll see. I'll post an update once I'm done with driving it. Welcome to day 2 of testing the real life range of the BMW iX xDrive40 model. I just finished the inner city loop, and I have some numbers for you. Let's see what we got. As you can see, the average energy consumption is at 25.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers covered. I did 138.9 kilometers across 4 hours and 23 minutes, and this is what we got. Considering the car has an usable battery of 71 kilowatt hours, that would mean you probably would get 280 kilometers of range in these conditions. Now I should mention that, just as I said yesterday, the temperature dropped even more during my time with the car. It's freezing outside, and we are running on winter tires on 21-inch wheels. I'm mentioning all of that because it is important. They affect the range of the car quite a lot, especially the cold weather. The tires also take a toll, as well as the wheel size, because most of the WLTP tests are run on 19-inch wheels. And according to BMW, that takes a toll on the range. And it's not just BMW, any car maker will tell you the same. That's what we got. Call it a worst case scenario, I think, but it's actually quite decent. I was expecting worse. Now we're going to set off outside the city limits on a couple of B roads. We're going to see just how efficient the car is in that kind of scenario. Then we're going to hop on the highway, do a loop of about 50 kilometers at 130 kilometers an hour, and I will post updates with each set to give you an idea of how efficient this car is. Efficient or not, we'll see. Yeah, I'll post an update once we're done with the B-road section. Okay, so we are done with the B-roads section of our test. Let's see what kind of results we got. As you can see, we covered 50 kilometers in 43 minutes. That would be about 70 kilometers an hour. And we have an average energy consumption of 20.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers covered. Considering the car has a battery, a usable capacity of 71 kilowatt hours, that would give us a range of about 350 kilometers with a battery charge. The weather didn't improve. We used the car with 22 degrees inside in comfort mode, so everything was set up just like before. What we're gonna do now is set off on the highway and see what kind of numbers we get there. I'll do an update once we're done. So we finished the highway section of our test. Let's see what kind of results we got. As you can see, the car is showing an average energy consumption of 30.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers covered. We covered 58 kilometers in about 28 minutes. Of course, if you do the math, it's going to add up to a lower speed than 130 kilometers an hour, but that's because I had to pull off the highway and take a break in order to record this video. So according to my math, that should give you about 230 kilometers of range on the highway at those speeds. Mind you, the temperature never got above 1 degree Celsius, and we still have 50% of the battery left. So yeah, that's about it. In case you're cross shopping with the BMW iX50, which has a bigger battery and more power, you will also find the energy consumption results for that car in a table that I will add to the video's description, maybe in the first comment, I don't know. So these are the real life range results for this car. Mind you, this is done in really cold weather with winter tires on, so not exactly the perfect conditions, and I never use eco mode or anything like that. I'm only using comfort mode and all the comfort creatures, comfort amenities you can possibly imagine. So that's it. This has been my real life range test of the BMW xDrive40. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you find it useful, don't be shy and give me a like and maybe a comment. Until next time, ciao.